presents The Beer 30 Show.
Hey everybody, thank you once again for joining us here on the Beer 30 Show. We have a great program today. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in life, me and Danny. Pick up some topics, some main reviews, but the main thing that we're going to be talking about is a nonprofit called Freedom to Rock. We have the co-founder, the president, the manager of all of the organization. So I'm going to bring her up so that she can tell a little bit about herself, what inspired her to do it, and what does it detail? What does it entail? How does it help soldiers? So I'm going to butcher your name once again. I'm sure of it. Her name is Loretta, and I can't pronounce your last name.
Okay, it's my turn. My name is Loretta Palacios of Freedom to Rock, and I'm a princess. I'm the princess of the organization.
Okay, there we go. That's a better word. Princess.
So how are you doing, Joel?
I'm doing okay. We've been doing this now for almost a year, and we get to bring fine folks as yourself that are doing great things for our troops in this nation, which, it's very hard to find good help, if you know what I mean. So I'm doing all right. Unfortunately, technically, I have never been to a Freedom of Rock event, and I need to. The way I met Loretta, Dan, is I went to Missouri to do a speaking engagement. And during that speaking engagement, I met Loretta, the Freedom of Rock. And she introduced me to some of these band members, which I gotta tell you, Loretta, I don't really listen to rock. I listen to pop, dance music, and um, what's that?
The other one is Teletubbies.
Oh, shut up.
and I listen to popcorn.
Wow, we got some real kidders here. Choke yourself.
I'm sorry, it was the Wiggles.
So
That was funny.
So I gotta meet some of the band members. That was cool.
Well, wait
And
till you see what's coming up.
oh boy, and that's good timing. You can tell us about that as well. But the key thing is let's get down and dirty. Let's get down to the point. Were you
Okay.
were you military other than a military wife?
No, I was not. But
Okay,
I was working for the government and the military for over 12 years.
okay. And what did you do in that 12 years?
I was working for the NMCI, or the Navy Marine Corps Internet, as a system administrator, and for Hughes, Raytheon, and Boeing as a network administrator too.
Wow.
And then I was married to a Marine.
Oh, we already had a conversation about that one.
Yeah. I'm sorry about
Right.
that. If I would have known you, I would have.
Hung up on me? Don't
No,
you
no,
dare.
no, no. I would have, steered you the right way.
To a Navy
And
guy.
and and my son was born on Marine Corps birthday.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
sure that he was born, or are you sure that the husband didn't stick a vacuum cleaner down there while he was asleep and just tried to suck the baby out that way? It seems like on
That could,
Facebook, dads are using new measures with vacuum cleaners getting their kids to work.
what? What the heck?
You haven't seen that?
No, I don't know what the heck you're talking about,
So,
Joel.
so there's a guy that shows how to braid a girl's hair, but one first thing he does is he sucks up all of her hair with with a vacuum broom, and then after he gets done sucking that all up, he twists it. I, I,
I
Yeah,
know
so
what.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
so
I
the hair
can't
tie.
believe you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. I'm with a big question mark over my head.
Yeah, the guy
Or is it
uses
a
the
vacuum?
vacuum suction, the tube that you take apart, to get the corners of the house and everything.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he uses that and he sucks up the girl's hair in the back and he has a hair tie on it. So when all the hair is sucked into the tube, he puts the hair tie over to make a ponytail.
Yeah.
Cassie does. I don't. Once again, we've only been on here for 10 minutes and he's already throwing down range fires.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, well, thanks for explaining that to me.
No problem. So, seriously, tell us a little bit about what Freedom to Rock does.
Um, Freedom to Rock was created in 2006, and the reason why I did that was because I noticed that the military was did not have any entertainment while I was there. I've worked at Camp Pendleton in Point Loma, and I did not see anything go on. So I started to create venues inside Camp Pendleton. And while I was doing that, I became a band manager. So I decided to bring in bands and create venues inside. But then it got expensive, and so I created a nonprofit to see if that would help me out, and trying to get equipment and sound equipment to bring inside. And then in the middle of doing all that, I started to create my contact list, and it just got bigger and bigger. I do now know Sully Erna from Godsmack, Raymond Herrera from Fear Factory, former Fear Factory drummer. He's my
Yeah.
executive partner now, and he comes in with all his friends. And Sully um, had expressed to me how he wanted to be in front of the military to do his music. He has an eight-piece band that is absolutely amazing. It's not just him; it's a cello and acoustic guitars and xylophone is so beautiful.
Wow.
But we we are now connected to another nonprofit who wanted to get on with us to create a big concert. And now we're now moving up to another level and doing that. And as we speak, it's being created and put together for corporate America to check it out and approve us to have this show next year in 2016 for San Diego for military and civilians. So it will be in San Diego. I also have a radio station that I do for the military. It's called Rock Rage Radio, Freedom to Rock. And that is where we do music for the troops, by the troops. We invite our military on to talk about their experiences, not about the deployment or anything. If they wanted to talk about that, they could, but they just tell me a little bit about themselves, the rank, the branch that they served, and then I have them pick 5 songs. So the show is the show just is um, with their music that they pick. So the music that's playing, there's always music memory to music. So I ask them why they pick the songs, and they have a lot of memory to that, from deployment and from their hometown, and then they talk about helping other military people that are going through the same things that they are, if they are with PTSD.
So,
And
so what you're
that's
saying is that if you had Joel on there to talk about his time in the army and everything, and then you'd let him pick out 5 songs, so he could pick out like "Wheels on the Bus" and "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" stuff like that, right?
and I will play it too.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
But
I think I like that.
Joel has been on my show.
Oh, has he? Sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah. He played that funky music, white boy. Not really.
I remember him playing that when we were teenagers, so yeah, I could see that. What's even better is watching him dance to it. Did he actually dance to it for you?
No, he didn't. But we were on Skype.
Oh, okay.
Dance. Yeah, you got to pay an extra $500 to see me dance.
So Loretta, you were talking about the dates you had coming up, and said you were mentioning San Diego. Where else do you guys perform at? Or have you performed at?
Well, the shows that we had were from small venue to officers club to events that we were invited to come on to within the military bases. We have not gone to the army bases yet. I mean, army posts yet. But we are known throughout the United States because we've been building this up for so long. But it takes money to create such a big event. So the events I went into were already, they were already there. They were already approved, and we just came into them. But this one, we've been waiting for a long, long time to create our own, and we were asked to put something together and put some really, really big bands, at least 10 of them, for our show. And now we're doing that right now to see if we can get it approved. It's going to be a big deal.
That's cool. And that's the San Diego one you're talking about.
Yes, and we are also going to plan one for Fort Bliss, in San Diego, or actually, in Texas. And that one I need to get approval for because it will be on the post. But we were asked after this if we can go ahead and put together a tour. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put one together, at least 10 to 20 of them in a row, and go out through the United States. And that would probably be in 2017.
Okay, and what states were you planning on going to, or at least forts or naval bases, Air Force bases, that type of thing?
We're looking at coming down from Camp Pendleton to let's see, Arizona. Actually, let me put it back. China Lake Army to Camp Pendleton, 29 Palms, and then we'll be going to Colorado, Texas, and I think it was Florida, and then going up the East Coast up to Virginia. We would end in Virginia. And I would love to go to Okinawa, but that one is going to be the most expensive one. So that one I would love to do to end the tour.
Give me a little history lesson. Where is that located?
Okinawa?
Yeah.
Japan.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about Japan. I didn't know. I didn't even know that there was sushi in Russia. I found out.
There's vodka in Russia.
There's a lot of vodka in Russia.
What is that? Is that a state, or are we talking about the alcohol?
We're talking about the alcohol.
Okay. All right.
We got space to make you talk.
I thought of going there and playing golf, and
in Russia?
Yeah, they didn't have very good golf.
It's kind of hard to see the ball and all that white, right?
Well, funny thing is, it didn't happen on the strip. Funny story. I'm learning how to play. I'm learning how to play golf. So I go to the guy, hey, I want to play golf. Told him my story, what was going on. So he gives me this free set of balls so that I could train. You
Well, that's
know,
a good thing. You need those.
hit on the drive, right? Well, then after after I leave with the balls, I'm going around and I'm using those fucking balls to play golf. So that if I lose the ball, I don't give a shit. It's their fucking ball. Well, when I came back, I guess that's a golf etiquette. They need to make a book, golf etiquette, that when you have balls, you don't give them back. You give them back instead of hitting them. So, yeah.
Or you have your wife coming back for you.
Yeah, after she hits them.
Dude, hey, dude, I'm lucky my wife even gets on the stove. I'm not gonna try my chances.
She's fired.
No, I love my wife to death, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't have it all the way. Love my wife to death, trust her, but sometimes just you gotta leave it on your own.
So,
See,
Loretta,
that's why. Go on.
ahead. Oh.
I was gonna say
You-
that's why I'm single. You know, I I fired them. You're fired. Get out of here.
Oh, we just thought it was because you were dating a Marine.
I love Marines.
Well, how does the firing work? You let them work the day, and then you tell them, hey, it was great having you, but we don't need you anymore.
No, she gives them an
Yeah.
IQ test and realizes they all fail.
I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering how employers. The guy's screwed already. So how do employers? How do they deal with that? Do they fire them like then, or do they fire them like right when they come in? Because if I was a manager, I would fire him after.
After the workday.
Yeah, after their workday. And
Today, a guy got fired at work, and they did it right when he got in. It was secret. That's it. Yeah, they do it right then and there because if you haven't a thought that they're gonna fire you, they have to get you out of there before you decide to get on the network and try to do all this horrible stuff before you leave.
yeah, I hate watching those damn videos. Here, let's watch a video of a guy getting stabbed with a knife. Dude, put the video down and help the fucker.
That's very true.
You know?
That's dumb. Yeah, that's dumb. You're right. What the heck?
So,
Stupid
Loretta, you
people.
were talking about maybe going to Okinawa and all that. We're actually up for orders, and that was one of the places we were looking at. So, if you end up going to Okinawa, I might have to come check you guys out.
Oh my God, that would be great.
But along with your tours, who's all going to be playing in these bands that you guys are bringing? That way, people know.
Well, it's a secret right now because I can't confirm anybody yet because they're just too big, and we haven't even invited them yet. So right now we're at the budget. We're doing the budget right now and just getting everything put together, and then the bands that we would like to have would be top billing. We're just talking that they're gonna be so huge that Loretta will even be amazed at what she's doing.
I'm amazed every day because you've been doing this longer than I have, way longer, and I lost my motivation.
I just haven't given that. What it is even though people can't see exactly what I'm doing, it is still moving without them. I've had people pat my head and say, "Oh, Loretta, it's okay that you have a dream that you're going to be putting something really spectacular." And I go, "That's okay that they don't believe that because I believe it." And in that time that I put this together, I put this board up with, like a vision board that I put up, and I put all the stuff that I believe that I can make happen. And I put up Deftones and Metallica and Godsmack and Foo Fighters and and all these people are starting to come my way. I met the Alice in Chains manager and tour manager and Alice in Chains. I've met Sully Erno, where I've talked to him about coming onto the show, but it's all budget money, and that's what we needed at that time. But all these things that I thought and believed I can do, it's happening right now. Now all I need is just this approval, and then this big show will just take off.
Yes, and my wife's listening, and her smile is brighter than the interstate building, so she's pretty excited.
You mean
That's
the
our
Empire State
Awesome.
Building?
huh?
You mean the Empire State Building?
Yes, yes. So that's why I have him on. See, I'm the, I can say I'm dumb. I'm the dumb guy that says a remark and then he answers it and then everybody's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. That's the reason why he's on. You know?
Yeah, that's what.
I was just curious where this interstate building was because I would love to drive on it.
Right?
We would crash in the
I
building.
mean, we won't even tell people how in the hell I ate my own house. Danny was there for that.
I'm not sure if I was ever there to watch you eat a house.
Oh
But
yeah, you was. You was because that's when I started smoking. Me and Danny started smoking with I don't know his last name, but Timothy T.
Timmy,
Remember that?
I don't remember. I didn't
Timmy.
start smoking until I was in the Navy, buddy.
I never smoked at
You
all.
smoked when you was there in Northwestern.
No, I didn't. I was actually very against cigarette smoking until I joined the Navy and realized that was the only way I can get a break.
That's funny. Huh? People take a break all the time. Hey, I gotta take a break because I gotta smoke.
Oh yeah, it irritated me. I was sitting there painting a bulkhead. For people that don't know, that's a wall. And I'd be sitting there painting, and my partner would be like, "Hey, I'll be right back. 5-10 minutes. I gotta go smoke." All right, man, have a good one.
You
We'd
know,
be
he
gone
threw
for
that
5 10 minutes.
example as a wall because of people like me, so that I didn't ask questions. You know that, right, Loretta? So don't worry, he's not insulting you. He's insulting me.
I'm not insulting you. You were in the Army. I was Navy. Now, if I mention something about a backpack, I'm sure you know what that is.
Yeah. What do you guys have, lunch pails?
Ah, little coolers, little tiny coolers. Remember, we're Navy. We're not exactly Air Force.
That's funny. Air Force.
So I was actually looking you guys up today because I didn't really know much about you guys, Loretta, and I saw something that was posted back in 2011 that said you guys were in together with the Hopes and Dreams project at one point.
Oh, yeah, that was the CEO of that company. He was a former USO producer. He used to work with Bob Hope,
Oh
and
wow!
what he did was the reason why he came aboard was because he wanted us to continue doing the Tiger Run, which was on the naval ships to do shows. And while they were coming from Hawaii to San Diego, they would fly over there in helicopters and bring in all the artists while they were on their way home. And he
Wow!
said there was about 10, 20 ships that they would have to go through. And I said, yeah, I would love to do that. And he was with us for a while, but again, we did need to still get our contacts together. Right now we do have a naval contact that does the um, what is it called? Armed Forces Entertainment, which send out bands and people that are in the industry out to the combat zones and
Hmm.
out on the ships to do shows. So, it took a bit, but I am filled with contacts now that I'm able to put this together with no problem. We also have DVIDs, DVIDS, which is the Defense Video Imagery. I forgot what the rest of the letters were, but what they do is they do a satellite out onto the combat zone or Afghanistan, where they connect us both. Where I've had a couple of interviews already with them on my show from Afghanistan. So
Mhm.
we're planning on for the concert. We're planning on having their image out on big screens as if they're sitting with us. So we want them to be involved, and they will have the show streamed out to them via satellite or streaming, and that way they can enjoy the show also. It will have
Okay.
one side that will be stateside, and the other one will be out in Afghanistan or combat zone.
That's really cool. It also said that you guys did hands-on support for promoting awareness for the PTSD and the brain-related trauma, life coaches, that kind of stuff. Do you guys still do that, or
Yeah,
something?
actually, the concert what the concert's going to be like. We do have our resources. One of them is Warrior Life Coach, where he actually is doing counseling for PTSD and depression. And because I know that depression will not allow a military person to go outside their home and just stay home, or they don't want nobody to see, that they are going to counseling. What he does is he's a certified counselor with many others with him. He's from the army, and this vet had created this organization called Warrior Life Coach to help the military. And what he does is he gives them an 800 number. They um, call him up, and the first sessions are for the first week. And then what he does is he has them log in and create a profile online, and the person can give their counseling at home in their bed or wherever they're comfortable, where nobody wants to see them until they feel better to come out, and they can do their counseling right there at home. And it's really amazing because what he does is he finds exactly what's going on with them, and then he restructures mindset for that person to start understanding that what's going on with them is what they're believing themselves to be. So he just tries to, I mean, not try. He What he does is he helps them start thinking differently, and so they become a lot stronger than what they started off even before a civilian when they were a civilian.
Wow, that's really great. That's awesome that you guys have those programs for everybody, and it's I'm loving the idea with the rock and roll everywhere. I mean, I listen to everything, so I would be very interested in seeing one of these shows. And who
Well,
knows, maybe if
this
we
is
can get to Okinawa and you can get there, that'd be great.
Well, you guys are invited to my show anyway. So, but what the show is going to do is we'll have a show, but there'll be booths on the sidelines of different alternative therapies that would be created for the military's personality. So we
Wow.
also have veterans, um, what is it, Guitars for Vets, inviting them on. That what they do is uh, their alternative therapy is teaching them how to create lyrics and play music. And Resounding Joy, they have their own band with people that want to sing and learn how to write and play instruments. So music is a real big part of what Freedom to Rock is all about. But we also have other people that are creating journals and books, and just helping them out in um, making this happen for them, because there's one Marine that he had documented in a journal his whole deployment every single day. So on my show, I have him read a piece of it, of his book, a page of book of his book, so that way he can let the civilians understand exactly what they went through. But not only that, he is sharing something that is an experience that he never used to talk about. But because now he's talking about it, he's able to get um, that thought out of his mind, instead of it being a secret anymore. And instead of living it over and over again, he is now sharing it to show that the other military people, that they're not alone, that they can speak out loud and be okay about feeling and getting it out of them. And like I was explaining to him, it's like a soda bottle where you could shake it up and you could see all the fizz going inside, and that's all the memories that they have of this traumatic time that they had of PTSD out in Afghanistan, the war, the killing, the everything. And eventually it's gonna you know eat you up inside. So instead, by keeping it inside, we want them to talk about it, and that's where we bring that soda bottle in mind. That once you open the top and you release it, all the pressure of all those things have been released, and now we're
Okay.
releasing it on paper and in lyrics and music.
That's awesome. So, do you guys have any counselors that could help Joel with his Denver Bronco fascination?
Oh,
Um,
shut up.
All right. So since you don't know, me and Joel are like opposites with everything we like. I'm an Oakland Raider fan. He's a Denver Bronco fan. So we're obviously rivals. You know, I was Navy, he was Army. Once again, rivals. So
you said
every,
you said father.
so I always have to mess with him about everything that's different about us. But I mean, it's all in good fun. So
I'm in San Diego, right?
yes,
So that means I'm a Chargers.
I know, and I was assuming that you were a Chargers fan, but that's okay. I forgive you.
That's okay. I forgive you too.
So uh, this year it looks like we might actually be pretty decent. So I'm enjoying that aspect of it, and you guys still have rivers. So uh, I
That's
see a
okay.
little smile coming on Joel's face on that one.
Well, the Chargers are thinking of leaving us anyway to live with with the Raiders.
In LA, I heard, and I don't
Uh-huh.
want my team to move, and you don't want your team to move. So
That's stupid. The whole thing is dumb. I don't even want to hear about it
yeah,
anymore. You know
yeah.
I,
what?
I wish the
Forget it.
Denver Broncos would get a second
Oh,
NFL team because we have a 15-year waiting list just to get the first row of season tickets, which
I
is
believe it.
nosebleeds.
Wow.
My ex was a Green Bay guy, and he
Hmm.
said that all their tickets out there, they're passed down to their family. All their seats and stuff it's all family. They pass it down to their boxes they have and everything. They belong to the family. You can't ever go in there ever.
Man. Well, I'm lucky because this year I get to take my dad to his first ever Oakland Raider football game.
I
We're
hope you
actually.
take them to a game that they could possibly win.
Oh well, I'm not sure if they'll be playing the Broncos or the Chargers to start, but
Well,
no.
here's a rule of thumb: when the tickets are cheaper, it's a good indication the game's gonna suck ass.
So your tickets are only $5.
Uh, Danny, our Denver Bronco tickets, the cheapest
I
one you can
understand, Joe.
get
I
is
understand. I just messed with you.
120. Can you
No, I'm actually.
believe people pay $5,000 just to sit up front?
Yes, I can believe it.
That's
I'm
I would
actually
rather
ridiculous.
taking.
buy a car.
I'm actually taking my dad to the Oakland Raider home opener this year in Oakland.
Uh,
I got the plane tickets. I got the tickets. We got a suite, which I was happy about, and we get to watch the Raiders play the Bengals. So
Wow. What a
this is
nice
his first
son.
game, and this is his first Raider game, and I figured it'd be nice to take him to see it in the Oakland Stadium at least. You know, the one actual time he might be able to go because they might be moving next year. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
it'll be
What a
fun.
nice son you are.
so since we're running out of time, Loretta, hopefully, we'll be able to get you back on here. Get some updates, check on you, check on how you're feeling, anything special going on in your life. But our time has ran out because I'm starting to hear the music. Everybody knows how to get a hold of us. It's either Facebook or at Twitter. I'm not going to go through the whole ring because everybody
Well, I
knows
am.
it.
Facebook, Freedom to Rock. That's mine. Or let's
Okay.
say Freedom to Rock Armed Forces Tour.
Okay.
Facebook.
Awesome. Awesome. So, listeners, please take a note to that. Um, two questions. Last two questions I was going to ask you, and yeah, we're running over time. Last question I was going to ask you is Freedom to Rock. If there is a concert in Denver or in South Carolina, is Freedom to Rock a good source to try to get tickets, or is that not your job mission at all?
You mean to get tickets? You mean for my show?
To get tickets to watch the bands play.
You're funny, Joel. I'm the boss. I could do anything.
Okay, I was just wondering, I mean, I know, let's say Eminem isn't a part of the group yet, and say he gets here in Denver, hey Loretta, can you hook me up with tickets to see, uh, you know,
I would,
what's
yeah,
it,
I would be the,
Eminem? I mean,
I would, I would be the one, me.
okay, so
Yeah,
that is something that you'd be able to help with.
of course. It's my show.
Okay, I didn't know. So, anybody that wants to go to a sporting event or a rock event or anything, that's your key. You talk to Loretta, send her some flowers, take her out on a steak dinner. She'll make it
Yeah.
happen.
Oh.
I got you a date and you didn't even know it.
Oh my God.
So, before we let you go, what did you
Yes,
learn
Joel.
today, Danny?
I learned a lot about Freedom of Rock, and that if I go to Okinawa next and she ends up headlining at Okinawa, then I'll probably be there. So I learned a lot about the Freedom of Rock. I didn't know a lot about it, and I was kind of confused when I was coming into this. That's why I did a lot of research before.
Mhm.
And I got a lot of the questions answered. It was very nice talking with you, Loretta, and it was great to learn
Oh,
all
you
that.
too. Yes, well, we will have a brand new website for everyone to see real soon. We're just rebuilding it now for what's going on. So
Okay.
if you have any questions, you just let me know. But I'm on Facebook at Loretta Palacios. Palacios. That's me.
And I think Joel's fallen asleep once again.
No, I'm just, I'm
Aww.
just, I was just thinking about something. I was daydreaming, but thanks for pointing it out. I couldn't fake the funk with you.
Hey, don't worry. I understand you're daydreaming, dude. You got me on video cam today. You've been daydreaming a lot. It's okay.
I
Oh
mean, you could
wow.
see him, huh?
Oh yeah, I can see Joel. Joel can see me, and we didn't get this last week, so he's had his eyes closed a lot because he doesn't want to look at me. So, uh,
Yeah,
That's funny. Well,
we
listen to
usually
my
want
show on
everybody to have a
Sunday.
webcam, and it's not so much so that you can see ourselves in the video, but it's very hard since I come from Denver and he's in Tennessee and you're in
San
California
Diego.
area. Yeah, so we're all
Yes.
over the place. So being able to use Skype and being able to uh, do the things that we're doing, it's kind of remarkable because we don't have
It
no
is
studio
remarkable.
time at all.
It's awesome. Well,
So
if anyone wants to listen to my show on Sunday at 6 o'clock Pacific time,
yes,
9 Eastern, or 5:30 Afghanistan time PM, it's at rockrageradio.com on Sundays.
okay,
Music
so
for
it's
the
an
troops
internet
by the
site.
troops.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
Rock Rage,
radio,
Radio.
Rock Rage Radio. I'm gonna.
rock
Dot
radio,
com. Rock
Hey
Rage
Danny,
Radio.
hey Danny,
rockradio.com.
hey, I'm having a little bit of issues writing. make sure that you write that down on paper and put that on the Facebook page.
Wow, he's fast.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fast as crap. All right, well, with that note, um, thank you so much. Danny, I'll talk to you on the other side. But
Thank you for
Loretta,
inviting me.
yes, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it, and it's so great to talk to you.
You too. Also, thank you both for inviting me.
No problem, Loretta. I hope you had a good time.
I did.
Awesome. All right, we'll chat with you later.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye bye, Loretta.